Hello and welcome to the very first video of Gran Turismo 7 on this channel. Well, the very first proper one. I previously did some live streams. Only the real ones remember those, but those were quite bad. But regardless, as you can see, being bad is a theme on this channel, which is quite prevalent, because I already messed up the first corner, like an absolute idiot. Here you see the Jaguar going slightly off track, so does the Ferrari, my fellow German driver. And I did not do any qualifying or the search, I just jumped straight into the match or into the race. This is not Counter-Strike. And the Jaguar went off track into the Californian desert. Poor man. Somebody up front got a penalty. Wonder what he did. And two people went off track, not just one. Beautiful scenes. My man fast wheel using an invisibility spell, so I can drive right through him. And here you see Stefano with a slight drifting session. But he caught it. Fair enough. And that Belgian driver, he will be of big importance later on in the video. He has done some things. This being one of the things, bumping into me, and my rear bumper is damaged. It is not as bad, it's an all-wheel drive car. You don't have too much trouble when you have rear damage on cars like the Evo. And yet again, the Belgian driver pushing me off the track into the sand realm. And this is truly shocking. Me being pushed into the gravel, explosions, people dying. Not a good time. But fast forward a bit, we see Stefano again at the corkscrew. But I did not really manage to get past him during the race, if I remember correctly. There you see two people turning left on a right-hander. Beautiful scenes. But to be fair, Stefano was driving quite well. I was trying to go around the outside, that didn't work. And here, I was driving like an absolute idiot again, losing time. And this Spaniard, he was up to no good. Here I was just trying to race normally. He went off track, was absolutely slow, and then he just decided to do some ominous things. Here you just see him push me off the track. Shocking scenes.
What is sportsmanship?
But after getting pushed off the track, we will not give up just yet. We will of course try to head back, but it's the final lap. And the German teleported back in time. Beautiful scenes. Only on Gran Turismo, ladies and gentlemen. Only on Gran Turismo. And here, we see JC Rodriguez in the gravel. Beautiful scenes. You love to see it. And if we look back, we see him in the gravel again. Fast forward to the next race. I did set a qualifying time, it was very bad. I only had one lap and it wasn't the Nissan GTR. A car which is also, just like the Lancer Evolution, not the fastest car. But regardless, I just wanted to race with it. Here you see me making a hash of the first corner, losing 2 positions. But it's all good, because speaking out of experience, the first lap is the lap where most people crash out or spin, if they crash out during the race. Fast forward a bit, you don't want to see that. The British driver taking an excursion into the sand. And the Spaniard also going off into the sand. The Belgian driver from the race before also going off into the sand. And through the corkscrew, maybe having abused track limits slightly there, but so did the British driver. And luckily I received no penalty for that. This British driver in front of me, Muck Rocks. We will see a lot more of him during this race. I had quite the good battle with him. By the end there's going to be a small surprise, which did not go too well for me, unfortunately. But here you see me pressuring him, but he handled that very well. Me going in for the dive bomb. But I've been hit with the old switcheroo. Beautifully done of him, I must be honest. But of course I try to keep pressuring him. Maybe he would make a mistake. But as you can see, he's still driving quite well. He did not get pressured into making any mistakes or the such. But I keep on trying to pressure him, but then I made the mistake, going off track ever so slightly, but that cost me a lot of time, of course. And here I made a massive error. Just braking a tad bit too late and smashing into the British driver. I pulled off to the left, slowed down, let him back in front. Because that's what you're supposed to do when something like that happens. And the Hungarian driver going off track, while I have a big oversteer moment. Here you see me in P5, P4 just in reach, but finishing in the top 5 would also be quite good, given that I started in P8 or P7 or something like that. So I would have definitely made some advancements if I finished in P5. But P4 is obviously in reach. And we are also faster than him. But yet again, me making the same mistake, smashing into him again. Going into the gravel like an absolute idiot. And all hopes and dreams of reaching P4 are lost at this point. Absolutely sad, shocking scenes. And here you can see me exceed the track limits by 1 pixel. But the racing stewards said no, you get a half-second penalty. You could say that that penalty is not important, because I have a 1-second gap to the guy behind. But here you see me making an absolute hash of it, being an absolute idiot. And the British and the Finnish driver just sailed right past. Beautiful scenes. And fast forward a bit. Last corner, another sausage curb, losing control again. and my man Turbo Tony sailing past me because of the penalty.